Hello, I'm welcoming you in SmartBear Talks, where we're discussing exciting and trending topics with software testing experts. And today we will talk about leaders and leadership. I'm sure all of you are great technical specialists in your area. You know many technical aspects and can successfully implement them in your work. But how about leadership skills? Today we will dive into the leadership topic with Mike Buczko, a test manager from SpyroSoft, and we will try to cover and identify the major steps you'll need to follow even right now in order to become a leader. So, hi Mike, how are you today?
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm really happy that I can talk with you about this topic and to have the opportunity to share my feelings with the whole SmartBear community.
So, we're very happy that you are with us today. So let's talk about the leadership. You have huge experience in it, and I'm sure that I hear and you hear many times that software testers say that they feel lack of experience in or maybe a practice to be a leader. They are good at technical aspects in software testing, but when it comes to becoming a leader or managing a project, they are not. They do not feel all that confident. At the same time, I see that these people they are ready to take control over the project or even lead the team. From your experience, why this happens and how to overcome this kind of barrier?
I think it's an internal fear of the people. So usually in the projects there is a lot of opportunities to grab and to start being a leader for your team, for your project. And those people just need to have the courage to try it. They have the skills, but they don't feel secure to try to use them. So when there's a question from project manager or from the customer about searching for an person who would rise up to the challenge, usually they stay on a safe corner and they are just quiet. And I think that they are very focused on the technical aspects, so they are great technical experts, but they don't try to jump to like this deep water of being a leader from the start. They would love to be like a part-time leader to just make sure they got all the capabilities, but they all of them have them. They just need to believe in it and just grab the opportunity. And that's the moment when they need to believe in themselves. Like they are leaders of their own lives and they believe in themselves and their own decisions. So they should be feeling confident to try doing the same in a project. I know how to make it work. I know how to do it in the best way. Just say it loudly and try it.
Okay, I like that you said that you are we are all leaders of our life. So so what people should do first, and which steps would you suggest them to do and to start doing to grow these opportunities to become a leader?
Yeah, so I always try to move the idea of trying to be the leader or rising up to be the leader in 7 steps, like 7 core activities that you can learn or try in your day on your daily basis in your project. So for me, the first step is like having the open mind for learning, like hearing other people's opinions, being open for all those advices, not always being so critical as a tester. Sometimes just to hear up what the customer needs, what the customer wants, how they will use our software, because sometimes we feel that this software is meant to do something, but the customer expectation is totally different. So we need to have the open mind for those discussions. Then, when you want to be a leader or you try to be the leader, there will be a lot of meetings. And the two main things, I would say that this is the step 2, is to have effective meetings and to control the emotions. Like you don't need your ego in that meeting to taking all the credit. You need to discuss with people. You need to be open for criticism. You need to be open for challenges for your ideas. Maybe sometimes switching the direction. And the step 3, for me, very important step, is to learn to start and continue conversations. during the meetings, usually when you are the person who is like responsible for that meeting, it's very common that there's a lot of people just being quiet. And sometimes those are the people who have the best technical knowledge. And you need to start a conversation with them. You need to try to ask them a question. Or if they ask you a question, you shouldn't answer with just a simple yes no answer. You need to open a conversation. You need to give your answer that is encouraging the second person or other people on that meeting to give their thoughts, not to only say yes or no. And that will be the third step. The fourth step is you need to be confident in your leadership. Like even if you are not sure if you can handle this, or you if you are not feeling safe about being the owner of such meeting or the owner of such a subject, you need to say to your manager or to the person in front of which you will be the leader responsible for that subject that you feel confident about it, that you can drive this subject to the finish, that you can find the solution for the problem. And you, when you present your proposal or your solution, then you have to be confident in what you are presenting. You cannot do it in a way that maybe that's the right way, or maybe we should do it other way. And the fifth step for me is effective learning. So, because there's a lot of meetings, because there's a lot of conversations, a lot of discussions with the different people, like business side, the delivery team, there will be a lot of new ideas, a lot of new propositions, a lot of new points of view. So, you need to be connected with this open mind for growing, and you need to be uh, let's say it like an effective in learning, but also effective in making notes. It will be very important because usually at those meetings you will have like tens of conversations and many decisions, and you need to be able to create notes or make notes for your usage that will be useful for you in a month time or in 3 months time. And the step number six, I call it like being open to challenging everything you see. So you need to be open to challenge the rules and restrictions you get. If somebody tells you that something cannot be done this way, or we cannot apply this approach to some sort of testing, or we cannot use this environment, or any other thing like this, you need to be brave enough to challenge it and to say, why not? Can you describe me what's the reason behind this that we cannot use it, or why can I propose a solution that will be totally different? And the step number seven, you need to be an effective team member. So you need to understand the whole dynamics of your team, the whole expertise of your team. So sometimes during the meeting, when you try to ask somebody a question, you need to know who to point that question to, because you will have to understand if there are 5 developers, which of them is great in doing the front end, which of them is the expert around the database or the expert on the back end. The same way it goes with testers. So if you've got 2 or 3 testers in your team, or even all of your team is built up from testers, you need to understand who of them is the best in doing exploratory testing, who is the best in doing the automation scripts, who is good in doing test designs, and then you combine it together. And then different questions can be assigned to different people who are the experts in the domain when you are asking about. And I feel that those 7 steps, when you use them on your daily basis in your project, will help you build together a solution for being a leader for the team that is assigned to you, for a subject that you propose to take over, and then you will be able to go and do those things on your projects.
Thanks a lot for these steps. They're so great. They're like so simple and at the same time, and from another side, it's kind of very difficult to follow them. But please, community members, give it a try. Try to follow them. Be open. Try to always ask. as far as I understand, it's one of the requirements. Always ask and always talk, because in this case you can the true, identify the true and follow your vision. Thanks a lot. The question I mostly had about at the moment, you know that there are many like learning courses or maybe some certificates that everybody can get, and and some people can just show off getting certificates. Will it like increase you quality as a leader if you get any documents that will prove your knowledge, from your opinion?
Yeah, so I think that certificates are really good when you are trying to prove that you are aware of different testing processes, or that you are familiar with particular tooling, like tool set. You can have a certificate in being an expert in any sort of test automation tools or programming languages. But in case of leadership, I think it's the best if you will be just active in your project, because even if you've got the certificates, all that you need, if there is a project manager asking if there's somebody volunteering to take ownership of that matter and you will not rise up to the challenge, then you will not use your certificate in a way that it should be. But sometimes if somebody doesn't have like an MBA school finished, or any other trainings in being a leader, but he's always active and he's always like raising his hand and saying, yeah, I will do it, I can try it, and every time he will commit to those things and he will deliver them, then he will be automatically promoted to being a team leader or technical team leader, or test manager, or any other like management role, and nobody will ask him how many trainings or certificates you get. So I think that practice is a lot better way to show off that you can do it, even if you are not a certified manager or certified leader.
Okay, I see. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this video. I'm sure that this might be community members will start using your great steps in your on a daily basis in their work, and will try to develop the leadership skills to become a leader.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.